The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Law 3. Conceal your intentions. In Law 3 of Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power, the emphasis is on the art of deception through concealing one's intentions. This law is vital for maintaining an advantage by keeping others off balance and in the dark. The primary strategy involves creating decoys, red herrings, and smokescreens to divert attention and mislead those around you. Part 1. Use decoyed objects of desire and red herrings. The narrative of Ninon de l'Enclos, a 17th-century courtesan, illustrates the application of this law. In the story, Ninon guides a young marquis in seducing a countess by strategically creating confusion, jealousy, and emotional turmoil. The lesson is that successful seduction relies on suggestion rather than direct revelation of intentions. By maintaining ambiguity and playing with signals, one can keep targets appropriately confused and susceptible to manipulation. Part 2. Use smokescreens to disguise your actions. The example of Otto von Bismarck in 1850 demonstrates how concealing intentions can serve political purposes. Bismarck, although a fervent supporter of war against Austria, publicly spoke against it, creating a smokescreen to hide his true motives. By misleading others and appearing sincere, he gained political influence and eventually led Prussia to war, achieving his goals. Observance of the law I master the art of concealing intentions. The story of Joseph Weil, known as the Yellow Kid, further illustrates the importance of smokescreens in deception. Weil orchestrated an elaborate con involving a fake boxing match and a property sale to exploit a wealthy man, Mr. Giesel. Weil successfully diverted Giesel's attention with the promise of a lucrative deal, allowing him to execute the scam effortlessly. Keys to power: honesty as a blunt instrument, false sincerity, and familiarity. The narrative emphasizes that most people are open books, and honesty can be a disadvantage. Instead, mastering the art of concealing intentions by tailoring words to what others want to hear and creating a facade of honesty, one can inspire respect and fear. Law 3 underscores the power of concealment and the strategic use of deception. Through stories of seduction, political maneuvering, and elaborate cons, Greene illustrates how creating confusion and misdirection can be a potent tool for those seeking power. The art of concealing intentions, whether in matters of the heart or in politics, is portrayed as a fundamental skill for those who wish to navigate the complex dynamics of human interaction and achieve their goals. Power and smoke screens. In the turbulent landscape of 1920s Ethiopia, where warlords vied for dominance, a seemingly unassuming figure, Haile Selassie, quietly ascended the ranks, perplexing those who underestimated him. Known as Ras Tafari, Selassie's ascent to power climaxed in 1927 when he orchestrated a strategic move to unify the warlords under his leadership, a move that would forever alter the course of Ethiopian history. The rise of Haile Selassie. Selassie's rivals, formidable warlords accustomed to dominance, found themselves confounded by this mild-mannered noble. Selassie's unique approach involved summoning each warlord individually to declare allegiance, a tactic that showcased his political acumen. Dejazmach Balcha of Sidamo, however, stood out as the sole challenger to Selassie's authority, considering him weak and unworthy. The strategic confrontation. Balcha, a fierce warrior, chose to confront Selassie on his terms. He arrived in Addis Ababa with a substantial army. Selassie, employing subtlety and diplomacy, invited Balcha to a banquet in his honor. The astute Balcha, wary of potential traps, agreed to attend only if he could bring his personal bodyguard of 600 soldiers. The deceptive banquet. During the banquet, Selassie masterfully played on Balcha's suspicions. He treated Balcha with deference, allowed only songs honoring him to be sung, and gave him top billing. This cunning display created a deceptive smokescreen, diverting Balcha's attention from the real action unfolding miles away. The unraveling of Balcha's plan. As Balcha marched triumphantly back to his camp, he discovered his entire army disarmed and scattered. Selassie had orchestrated a covert operation during the banquet, using an ally to buy Balcha's soldiers' loyalty with gold and cash. Balcha's grand strategy crumbled, and he found himself checkmated by Selassie's calculated moves, interpreting Selassie's mastery. Haile Selassie's reign remained shrouded in mystery, as he consistently defied expectations. His ability to manipulate opponents through Selassie's lesson lies in understanding the power of creating smokescreens, using diversionary tactics and seemingly harmless gestures to conceal one's true intentions. The power of the smokescreen. Selassie's success underscores the effectiveness of smokescreens in the art of deception. The smokescreen, a tool of psychological misdirection, involves lulling opponents with familiarity before striking with devastating blows. It exploits the human tendency to focus on one thing at a time, using facial expressions, noble gestures, and the establishment of patterns to divert attention. The nobility of deception. The concept of the noble gesture is a potent smokescreen, where seemingly virtuous actions mask hidden motives. Examples from history, such as art dealer Joseph Duveen's creation of the National Gallery of Art, illustrate the art of deception through apparently benevolent acts. Establishing patterns and blending into the surroundings further solidify the smokescreen, exploiting the tendency to mistake appearances for reality. The reversal, embracing deception. However, the smokescreen's efficacy diminishes if one already possesses a reputation for deception. In such cases, honesty about one's cunning, embracing the role of a grand deceiver, can be paradoxically admired, allowing one to continue strategizing without the burden of hypocrisy. Colorful smokescreens, a cautionary tale. While spectacle and entertainment serve as effective smokescreens, they come with a time limit. The public eventually tires of elaborate displays, and suspicions arise. The lesson is clear. Use colorful smokescreens judiciously, understanding that their impact is finite. Lessons from Selassie's subtle mastery. Haile Selassie's story unveils the art of power through deception, showcasing the subtle yet potent strategies employed by the seemingly unassuming leader. The narrative serves as a guide, emphasizing the importance of mastering the smokescreen, understanding when to employ diversionary tactics, and embracing the paradox of being both a deceiver and an honest rogue in the pursuit of power. Selassie's legacy lies not just in his reign, but in the enduring lessons of manipulation and strategy he leaves behind.